Many years ago, while preaching a funeral, a guy walks up to the casket. He looks at the body of the casket, and he starts to shake the body in the casket. And he was echoing the words, "Get up, get out of there, get up, get up, get up, get out of there." He was saying it to something, to a flesh, to a body that was going to return to the ashes. And that was literally never going to come back to life. Why am I saying this to you? Because some of us are so afraid to restart over or to start over in certain areas of our life that we keep staying in relationships that's never going to come back to life. And so we continue to shake the body, hoping they'll change. We continue to speak to them while shaking the body, hoping they'll come alive again. But yet and still, they haven't changed. And so it's time for you to change. It'll be woe unto you, or woe unto all of us, that we stay in places that no longer respect us, that no longer love us, and that no longer even cares anything about us. And I'm not just minimizing it or keeping it from a relationship perspective, but some of us stay on jobs, some of us stay in areas where we are no longer wanted, or that makes us feel like second place. I never forget, John Walsh, who was the CEO of General Electric. He took over General Electric when it was about to go bankrupt. And the first thing he did was, you're not going to believe what he did. He cut out everything that they were number 2 and number 3 in. So whatever categories that they were number 2 and number 3 in, he cut them out. And I'm saying to you, anything, anybody, any people, places, or things that you are around that make you feel like you're number 2, cut them out. Cancel it out. You can no longer go through life being afraid to start over. Yeah. So let me give you 3 keys on starting over. The first thing is that you have to gain the momentum of where you are. What do you mean by that, Cook? I'm talking about you have to strengthen yourself and be determined that I am going to start over no matter how I feel, no matter where I am. I'm determined to start over. You have to practically brainwash yourself that I am starting over so that I can be great. Yeah. The second thing is that you have to be cold. What are you talking about? You got to be cold. What do you mean you got to be cold? You have to be cold. Why? Because the things that you like, or the people that you like, there's some kind of feelings that's connected to them. Yeah. So whenever you start over, you have to understand that you are in your weakest moment, or your vulnerable moment at times. A snake, one of the things about a snake is that when a snake is shedding its skin, that's when it's most vulnerable, when it's shedding its old skin. And when you're shedding your old skin, that's when you're most vulnerable. Yeah. When you're in a relationship, the first thing that they do is they'll tell you, you never cared about me because you wouldn't be doing this. Yeah, that's what they do. When you go and hang out with your friends, they'll say to you, oh, you think you all that now. Yeah, that's what they do. Yeah, because they will try to plant a guilt trip on you as to why you're doing what you're doing. And I want to say forthrightly that you have to be cold about cutting people off. Just like you block people on the app, You have to block people in real life, just like you have to. That's like you block jobs. I mean, block people on the app or cut them off on this app. You have to cut the people, the places, and things that make you feel like a two. Yeah, I'm from Baltimore. If you don't know, that make you feel like a two. You got to come off. The third thing is, and I got to give you this, is that you can't be afraid to trim all of the fat in your life. The fat is the part that's unhealthy. When my grandmother, she used to teach me, when she was teaching me how to cook chicken, and she was teaching me how to get rid of the fat and cut the wings off. Yeah, because you can't be afraid to cut it off. Yeah. The things that you have to do, I hope you use these points. But most importantly, I hope you make a decision to be great. Don't be afraid to restart. To do it without any hesitancy. Just do it, like the Nike commercial. Your greatness is calling you. But remember that your past is calling you too. Yeah. Hang out with your greatness so that you can be great. Forget about the past. Forget about all you've done. Because what you've done is what you've done. But what you're about to do is explosive. Let's go.